Tom, disappointing result today. Just firstly, give us your verdict on that encounter.
Game of two halves, the old cliche. First half we weren't at the races, weren't winning the 50-50 challenges, weren't winning the second balls. Yes, the pitch was hard to plan, but it's no excuse because it's the same for both teams. And we just didn't quite get up to the level required in this league and against a team that are third in the table. Second half, however, we spoke to them at half time, maybe changed the formation after 10-15 minutes into second half and allowed us to get more bodies forward, and we started to win the duels, started to get into the game, and then we got it back to 2-2. And it's a shame that it had to finish the way it did. It was a deflection that went in and made it 3-2, but yeah, all in all it's a game of two halves and something for us to learn from, because we can't keep having 45-minute periods where we're not quite at the races. It's just too big of a hill to climb. So yeah, that's my assessment of the game.
Just jumping into it, what key areas of the performance saw it get away from us today?
Mainly the first half. So we weren't winning the first ball. They were playing a bit more direct. They must know, obviously they know the pitch better than we do. It's very heavy underfoot, very difficult to play football on. They were playing forward a lot quicker, and we just weren't winning and engaging in the first phase of the play. So we weren't winning the first balls, weren't winning the seconds, weren't winning the scraps, and that gave them a foothold in the game, and that's why it got away from us. And to be fair, I don't think the second goal should have counted. Their player had two hands in the back of our centre back and pushed them out the way. But nothing you can do about that once the ref's given it. It's a legitimate goal. But I think that's where the game got away. And when it's 2-0 and you're away from home on a difficult pitch to play on, it's a tough task then.
It's been a whirlwind last few months for us, and obviously not the way we want to start the new year. But can you see the progression we are making now?
Yes, 100%. So the week before I took over here, it was at home, and it was Long Eaton against Solihull, and they won 6-1. And it could have been 9 or 10. They hit the bar and the crossbar a couple of times. So in the space of 3 months to go from getting completely battered at home, struggling to get on the ball, and and feeling sorry for ourselves, we've now come away from home after 3 months with a Christmas break in between that, and we're disappointed to lose the games 3-2. So that shows where we're progressing. Maybe just a game a bit too soon for us, but if we can continue how we did in the second half and show those sort of performances, I've got no doubts about it that we'll finish mid-table, no problem.
A defeat against one of the teams that will be up there come the end of the season. So how proud are you of the players in this game, but not just this game, but all the games you've taken charge of so far?
Yeah, very proud. What we've done is we've seen spells. So go back a couple of months before Christmas, we had Tamworth in the cup. First half was some of the best football I've seen since I've been there. Second half we sort of stepped off the gas and let ourselves down. We've seen it away at Leek for the second half. West Brom, we probably did the longest stint of staying in the game, which was 80-90 minutes of the game. But what we've got to really start doing now is putting it together for longer periods. But can't fault the girls, they've taken on board what we've said, and we can definitely see the progression. It just hurts to lose football games as always.
Just touching on it, you brought in 3 new signings during the layoff at Christmas, so just tell us how well are they adapting to your style of play, and how key will they be in the future weeks to come?
Yeah, they'll be key. So Annie Highway's obviously a phenomenal signing. She's probably one of the best players in the league. She's just lacking a little bit of match fitness. She's been out obviously before Christmas anyway. They've had the Christmas break, not really featured much for Boldmere over the last couple of months. So our thing now is to get up to full match fitness, but she's a great player. We've signed Emily Hornsby from Burton Albion, another strong addition to the squad. I think she will definitely, as time goes by, start to learn how we play. She'll learn our system, but she's fast, she can be direct, she can finish. So she's a massive asset to the team. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing those two players in particular gel into the squad.
Okay, now just turning our attention to the next game. We're away and it's against Long Eaton United Ladies. Just tell us, what can you be expecting from that one then?
That'll be a tough game because obviously their manager is our former manager. There's a lot of history there between the players and the staff, and there's no doubt in my mind that the players are going to treat it as a cup final, as I'm sure Wem are, and it's key because we're fighting for the same sort of position in the table. So we've got to go there with the same mindset as we did in the second half today, and challenge and fight for every ball and try and get the ball down and play and cause Wem trouble. But yeah, it'll be a difficult game, but I'm expecting us to go there with the right mentality and hopefully come away with 3 points.
There's a lot surrounding the game due to the certain factors like you touched upon. So will that hamper your side, or do you think you can go into that one like the rest and block out that outside noise?
You never know. So on paper, it should motivate you as a player. but you just don't know until that first whistle blows. We will be encouraging the girls to treat it as a cup final, to go there with the mentality of we must win this game. Forget about the game the week after and the week after that. The only game that matters next Sunday is that game. So when we step on the pitch, we'll be encouraging the girls to treat it as such. But you'll never know, because you're dealing with people and people react differently to situations. But there is a lot of history there, and I'm expecting it to be a feisty game, and hopefully we can come out with 3 points.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Paul.